My name is Jay Grams. My family has owned the Volo Auto Museum since 1960. We have a few hundred of the most exciting collector cars, and they're all for sale in one location. I personally have handpicked them from around the country. Welcome to my sales shop. Come on, let's go for a spin.
All right, guys, I have an odd one for you today. Occasionally we get these in from time to time. There's not too many out there that are left, to be honest, but this is a 1986 Bremen Sebring Type S. This was a prototype car. Supposedly, this is one of 3 from the factory that actually came with a production wing on them. And this particular one was built out of their factory. Usually, you would buy it as a kit car and then put in your own chassis with your drivetrain. Their motto was that this was as close to a production car as it gets. So we'll see if they were telling the truth or not.
Now guys, real quick before we get into the rest of the video, if you've been enjoying our YouTube videos, make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel. If you click the bell icon, you'll get notified every time a new one gets posted. You don't want to miss out. We got a lot of great cars coming in and out of this place. They go just as quick as they come in. So if you want to be the first to see it, beat everyone else, make sure you hit the bell. For the full photo shoot and write-up descriptions, you can visit volocars.com. There you can study the specs. You can take a look at our professional photos or studio shots of these vehicles. We have in-depth close-ups of the engine bay, interior, exterior, underneath the cars. There's a couple hundred, both modern muscle and classic cars. They're all for sale. It's highly addicting. Check it out, volocars.com. Who knows, you could find your dream car up on that site, and then this could be you sitting in the driver's seat. Make sure to check it out.
All right, guys, let's take a look at this Sebring. So this is finished in, I believe they gave you 5 different color options. This one's finished in a butternut yellow. I don't even know how to describe the car. I don't know what it looks like. I've never seen one before until we brought this one in. Jay once told me that he had one a long time ago. The first one that he ever brought in, he actually got stuck inside. The battery died on him, and he couldn't get out of it until someone found him in it about an hour later. From what I was reading up, supposedly there's a safety release latch for the automatic top. The automatic top does go up and down with a key fob. It's very interesting. Like I was saying, the wing, this is a 1 of 3 prototype, supposedly, from the factory to have this wing on them. The rest of them, all the pictures from clippings and internet stuff that I've found, they're all wingless. And then obviously the engine is rear mounted in the back here. Typically, people put the VW engines in them. So this whole fiberglass body is one piece. There's no different panels that separate it besides the roof. So when you buy it, it was as easy as it could be to complete this, put it together. The steel bumpers in the front and rear, those were all safety regulated, as well as the glass, everything like that. The lights are automatic, they pop up. This is a front trunk up in the front here. The aluminum wheels, kind of going to talk about the condition. The wheels are pitting a little bit. They're aged, you can tell on it, but they still clean up fairly nicely for what it is. The tires, however, have been replaced in 2020, so there is a receipt in the folder or binder that I have, the booklet. We do have the original build manual on it as well with step-by-step instructions. Overall, guys, you know, it's an 86. It's not perfect, but the paint shows itself nicely. There's a couple little blemishes here and there. I did notice the glass on the windshield. It's starting to delamel around the edging in between the glass there, but it still seals nicely. No water drips in or gets, leaks into the cab area. The seals on the rear window, it's in really nice shape. Same with the weather stripping on the side windows as well. All the chrome badging on the side and then the rear of the trunk, that's still nice and bright, and there's no pitting or delam on that. The paint on the rear bumper and the front bumper is still in great shape. You have your stainless steel tips, they're still nice and shiny. But let's take a look inside. Like I was saying, it is operated by remote. It does need a little help at the beginning, but once it starts going, Lifts up nicely. All right, we are fully open. So obviously it's not the easiest thing to get in and out of. Me being youthful, it might be a little easier for myself more than others. But the interior is finished in a brown leather with brown carpet. Overall, it's in really great shape. This does have heat, air conditioning. It has a tilt telescopic wheel, 5-speed or 4-speed manual transmission in the center. You can see all the gauges, guys. Someone actually drove this 5,475 miles on it, so it's nice and reliable. It's ready to take to plenty other car shows on it. I went through it. The wiper works. All the gauges were working from what I could see. It has a nice stereo updated head unit in it with some speakers in the rear here. There is a small patch on the passenger seat in the leather. I don't know what happened to it, but someone looks like they used some sort of sealant on it to patch it up. But other than that, it has seat belts, it has turn signals, blinkers. It is 100% street legal. The blind spots are not too bad, actually. You can see out of the rear mirror, you can see out of the side windows and the front windshield nicely. So not too many blind spots on it. On the driver's side is the build tag, showing that this was actually built by custom coach builders with their serial number out of Forest Park, Illinois, and then your designated VIN tag as well. So very peculiar car, but it's put together nicely. Even the dash, like all this, guys, it came as one complete chassis. So the dash is even molded into the rest of the body. There's no separate pieces, anything like that. So structure, it's very rigid structure-wise. Coming to the rear, actually, yeah. This is the engine bay area, obviously. It's held up with the struts. They do hold it up nicely. This was optioned with a 4-speed manual transmission and the 2-liter high output 175 horsepower Volkswagen engine. So this was one of the more expensive engines that they offered. Rumor has it that you could order or ask for a Chevy V8 in these, and the company would figure out a way to make it fit. But most people went with the Volkswagen motors because it is sitting on a Volkswagen chassis, so it just made the most sense. Moving to the front trunk area, you can't really open it when the top is up. So put it back just a little bit. And go from there. See, open this up from the front. We got very basic. It's all fiberglass, guys, but it's actually a decent amount of room in there. You could, fit a decent sized suitcase, and then you have your brake fluid reservoir, I believe, up front. Or actually, no, that's the fluid reservoir for the top, for the powered top. And then you have a strut brace in the front as well. Underneath the car, it is on independent 4-wheel suspension. And then obviously the transaxle and the motors in the rear. So everything looks good. The whole bottom of the car is all fiberglass panel. It's one solid thing, so it's very nice. We have undercarriage pictures up on the website, so make sure you take a look at that. Yeah. Very neat car. It's different, that's for sure. You can take it to a show and you're going to have lots of attention. Alright guys, if you are interested in purchasing this fine Sebring, you can visit our website, volocars.com. There, if you click the Buy It Now button, it'll secure a refundable deposit on this car. We can help set up financing and shipping. It's super easy, volocars.com. Or if you call us, ask for me, Caleb. I'd be more than happy to talk over the car some more with you. I can set up shipping and financing that way as well. Again, it's super easy. So thanks for checking it out.